Hi, my name is Colby Sharp, fifth grade teacher in Michigan. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 10 picture books that I read aloud to my fifth grade students during the month of January. These are brand new books. These are retro books. These are books that are published in the last few years. A whole wide range of amazing books that we shared during the very cold month of January. I keep a list I will put in the description of this video of all of the books that I've read my students. At the time of this recording, we've read about 100 books. Yeah, so we've read about 100 books so far this year. These are 10 that we read in January. We ended the month. We do Weird Book Friday with how to pee your pants the right way. Because, you know, if you're going to have to do this, you want to make sure that you do it the right way. Kids were dying. They thought it was hilarious. It was so much fun. So if you're looking for a fun book, a silly book, this book will be wonderful for kids of any ages, down to the 3s and 4s, all the way up in middle school. I think high schoolers would get a huge kick out of this book as well. What a hilarious book. Who thinks of a book like this? Rachel does, and we're so thankful that she did because it cracked us up. How to Pee Your Pants the Right Way. Another Weird Book Friday selection, Beyond the Pond. This book kind of reminded the kids of Sam and Dave Dig a Hole. This kid's just out there exploring the pond, decides going to go into the pond, and what he finds on the other side of the pond blew their minds. They couldn't get enough of it. They had so much to talk about. They were so curious, just wondering, what did we just read? Did we really just read that? OMG. Check out Beyond the Pond. It is so much fun. Next up, we're in our reading curriculum. We're doing like a unit. Each week we read a story about people from different parts of the world. So someone recommended this book to me on my Facebook page. If the world were 100 people, I have this is the library. You can see library loan. I have if the world were 100 animals, but I didn't have this one. So I'll just give you a couple examples. So if the world were 100 people, I like this one. Like, how would that be distributed amongst the different continents? 80 people out of 100 on average have a safe home, 20 do not. Talks about food insecurities, the languages that people speak, literacy. It's an absolute beautiful book and really gets a conversation going. Phenomenal. Next up, 2025 book to see an owl, Matthew Cordell, Early Caldecott contender. Early Caldecott favorite. Oh my gosh. Holy smokes, this girl is obsessed with owls, and she has the coolest teacher who teaches them all about owls and gets them excited about like trying to find owls and experiencing nature. And I just couldn't stop smiling reading it. Seriously. One of the most beautiful books you will see this year. Phenomenal. But we also read sad books. And we read The Hole last Thursday. And it's the story of a child who is dealing with the loss of a sibling. And that hole in his heart, that hole in his life that is no longer there. And it's not just a hole that he carries, but a hole that other people in his family carry. And watching him just try to adjust and try to live and try to grieve is amazing. The scene here coming up in this page and the next several pages, but of how a friend helps him. Whew, tears, you'll cry. Amazing. The Hole, check it out. My friend Travis Yonker has a book coming out this year with Ruth Chan. It's called Caboose. It's hilarious. It's about this kid who's all about being the lion, this hippopotamus kid who's all about being, you see everyone giving him like the side eye. He wants to be in front of the line, is so totally obsessed with being first, then gets in trouble for the ways that he got to the beginning of the line. So then he ends up having to go and be the back of the line, tries to make the most of it. It's hilarious. We had so many fun conversations about other things that kind of only happen in school, things like raising your hand and asking to go to the bathroom, and just different things that if you know, you know. Like if you've been in school as a kid in the last decade, or if you're an educator, you really get a kick out of this one. Amazing. We read such a variety of texts. I don't know if you're feeling that. Pretty intense stuff in social studies during the month of January. We really dug deep into triangular trade, life in Africa, what like the people who ended up becoming enslaved were doing before they were enslaved, and all that hard, sad stuff, awful things. And this book is a beautiful, just kind of glimpse into the history of this country. So beautiful book, and we loved it. And we had some great conversations around it. A Walk in the Words, about a boy who struggles to a little bit to read and is really stressed by lots and lots of words on a page, but loves stories. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful book that helps kids to see that reading and learning is not the same for everyone. A book that I'll read for the rest of my teaching career. A Walk in the Words is a brilliant, important, wonderful book. A Friend for Addie kind of has that I Want My Hat Back feel by John Clausen. There's this fish, and this fish sees a friend, and then this fish sees two friends. Like, see how those look kind of like fish. Eventually, going to realize it's not a fish. Wait till you see what happens in the end. It'll surprise you. And finally, a little history, a little nonfiction, the history of pizza, how pizza came to be from different parts of the world, how it ended up here. Holy smokes, how much pizza we eat in here. Kids could not get enough of it. And, who doesn't love a good pizza? Some people do, but not me. I love pizza. So those are 10 of the amazing picture books that we read during the month of January. I hope you found something to add to your to-read list. Remember, I'll try to remember to put a link in the description of all of the picture books that we've read during this school year, and I'll try to update that every single month. So thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Colby Sharp. I hope you have an awesome-tastic day.